The great Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Poverty is the worst form of violence." Poverty has always been the most critical and disturbing issue in the world. The shocking reality is that more than 20,000 people die of starvation every single day. Yet, this news gets pushed aside. Hello and good morning to you. I'm Velleny Jivel from Membakut, Sabah, Malaysia, and I'll be talking about humanity at a crossroad, world poverty. Poverty is the state for the majority of the world's people and nations. Why is this? Is it enough to blame people for their own predicament? Have they been lazy, made poor decisions, and been solely responsible for their plight? They are not the ones to blame for, since they were the ones who got the beating from other global issues. A nation will not serve morally and economically when so few have so much, while so many have so little. This had once been said by a renowned American politician, Bernie Sanders. Through this quote, I realized that the main causes for world poverty are discrimination and inequality. Poverty and inequality are two different things, but inequality can feed widespread poverty by barring groups of lower social status from accessing many tools and resources. Let's look at India, for instance. The rural areas in that country are mostly neglected since their governments gave disproportionate priority to cities and services sectors such as banking, insurances, and IT services. Thus, people who live in the city get the gold, while people outside of the city get the dirt. The United Nations Social Policy and Development Division and many aid groups also point out that gender discrimination has been a significant factor in holding many women and children around the world in poverty. Vulnerability to natural disasters is also one of the many reasons why world poverty keeps on occurring worldwide. In regions of the world that are already less wealthy, recurrent or occasional natural disasters that hit the country can pose a significant obstacle to eradicating poverty. The effects of flooding in Bangladesh, the drought in the Horn of Africa, and the 2005 earthquake in Haiti are major examples of ways that vulnerability to natural disasters can prove to be devastating to large countries. Imagine a country where the impoverished become refugees in their own country, losing everything they had before, no shelter, and forcing them to be dependent on others for survival. Ladies and gentlemen, Nelson Mandela once said, "Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity. It is an act of justice." Overcoming poverty is no different than saving the humanity of the world. Thus, governments in each country should focus more on the country's agriculture, since it is crucial for economic income. In addition, the fact that nearly 1 billion people enter the 21st century unable to read books or sign their names prove that governments also need to give equal education to all people by constructing schools in rural areas and also give up-to-date courseware to teachers. With these acts of justice, every person has their chance to succeed in life with equal and proper education. Plus, women have to stand up and prove to men that they can do better to serve our country than just being a housewife. In conclusion, world poverty is not a social phenomenon. It is a matter of humanity. It has existed for as long as humankind has been around. But entering the 21st century made it clear that it has become probably the pain in the back for our world. However, I strongly believe that with people standing hand in hand together, we can make this world a less poverty place for humanity to live in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.